team of the EWC is there to support the players. Just a little bit more, boys. The emotion really took us over. But it was just the start. It was just a couple of blows
hands on my head.
You're feeling this drama, Pocket.
The adrenaline has sunk to the pit of my stomach after all of that. And I'm just like, man, of course that was not going to be.
It was a problem with the control mode at his selection.
Oh, he meant to pick another mode. Well, I mean, that happens. You know, like, look, like I said, man, like this.
Yeah, the nerves,
This is not just about the money. These guys are feeling it.
And if someone is feeling it, it's those Falcon fans. As we are here, the smile that fights. ET is here, as Rome himself called him the extraterrestrial.
Yeah, man, some of his skills is definitely out of this world, but ZJZ, as I like to call him, the most unfun man to play against in fighting games. Like, this guy will make you hate whatever game you're playing.
But now everything is set. Of course, this is for real. This is a German challenge, so no points awarded to anyone. It was just in time, and CJC starts going forward. And if you want, as you say, to play about the control, the press down, cooling down your character, Hotaru is ideal for that.
Almost certainly, you know, like Hotaru got a little bit of wind taken out of her sails in the most recent update, but still a very dangerous, versatile, and maddening character to play against.
Let's see, good just defense over there.
Yeah,
but still the damage is done. Oh, he just run and press the bottom pocket.
Yeah, the counter hit down C, man.
And maintaining the pressure here. Oh, but you are not able to punish that in time. CJC, he gets punished for that.
Yeah, ZJC could have put a little more damage on the counter hit down C earlier, but kind of abandoned it for a very standard free damage string. And again, like, I feel like the emotions might be at a little bit of play here on ZJZ's part. ET not at all phased at all by all those restarts.
Come over here. Going fast, ET, not slowing down. Ooh, oh, what he tried to just defend in the right.
Yeah, tried to hyper defense at the end, and you have to do that. There we go. Get the guard cancel.
In the end, he's gonna land it.
Yeah, ZJZ needs to clean it up a little bit here. We saw him play yesterday a little sloppy, but managed to squeak it out against Reynolds. So he's going to be a little tighter than that here.
I can see that instinct in ET predicting some moves from by CJC. That jumping was so big and has left the player from T1 at touch. Finally, he's gonna land it with the whole screen poke. And ET is gonna take number one, making these Falcon fans extremely happy.
You gotta believe he just wanted to throw a fireball there, and the pole just extended at the perfect range to stuff it. And gets hit by trying to run up. It eats a low beat for his trouble. Far D wild punish, make it hurt ZJZ. Let him know you still out there.
Those amazing normals from Hotaru being placed into right order. And still in.
But it's too high, really.
How are you gonna use the CJC? He needs to bring it the pain, and he does it. He's gonna get the bar. It's gonna be enough to kill, of course, yes. Call the ER because Billy's down.
Tighten up, son. He finally got that counter hit down C that he got earlier and converted correctly in the corner. Big damage combo. Ooh, too far away from that C, and needs a whip punish for his trouble.
Big mistake over there by in the spacing of CJC. Oh, you're gonna get baited, son.
Yeah, ET switching up the timing of his strings, forcing ZJZ to miss those guard cancel attempts from defense, and that's why he's taking all this damage here.
He's paying it big in blood. Finally, he's gonna be able to take that SPG away from ET. And going for the prediction, sadly, the timing was not the right one. They just defend getting a little bit of life back, but still, there. Over here, are you gonna steal the CJC?
Oh, yeah, and he go for the guard break, too, because he's only at 60% rev. He tried to empty jump. Oh, my God, he thought, like, hey, he's probably not going to wake up super here, but if he does, I'll empty jump and possibly be safe enough to guard if it comes out. Ends up eating a throw instead.
That knowledge in between them pockets is being shown. Both of them started with the SPG at to start the round. Ooh, what a backdash over there, not allowing the British criminal, the hooligan, to touch this.
EJZ is going in. This Hotaru.
Number on you pockets if she is this close.
I know, man. She's about to have some resources on her end too. Only a 47% rep. That's gonna hurt. He's got a bar too. Rip it, dude. No.
You about to be tied up. Well, he's got this grab into the corner. Ooh.
This is gonna be enough.
So much resource, so many resources on ET's side. Yeah, red line that.
Yeah. Not enough to kill yet, but is on a touch right now.
And this is totally in ET's favor.
Yeah.
What a comeback.
Amazing. He didn't broke this. The decision is there. All that willpower from ET, not breaking him down, driving him all the way to steal that round.
Yeah, man, ZJZ would attempt, rather a chance to put that game away and opted for the ADP that led to nothing and gave ET the opportunity to commit what he just did.
Yeah, man, amazing.
Not the alien, but the person.
Who went back into the fireball game, but the jump in is gonna get punished, and now he will have to fight his way away of this corner because that red blow is really going to crush the damage and gain all the positioning to ET.
And right now, like ZJZ, looking like he is the one out of step with the better player, which is ET. ET has not been forced to not utilize a super on reversal at all during this game. It hasn't been blocked, it hasn't been just defended, it has been baited.
Oh, well, again, there's fireball. Wow, gets the reach. Perfect approach by CJC, who decided, or maybe made a mistake over there, to not capitalize out of it.
And this is shades of last night, where he had some pretty good opportunities to put a game away, and it just never came out. And I gotta feel like that's frustrating.
Yeah, man.
On top of everything else that's at play here, you're not completing your strings.
Going for the full punish right now. CJC yet again falls into
the guard cancel.
Playing, I have to say it because he feels fresh.
Yeah, no, ET looking like a fresh as daisy right now. Not at all missing any opportunities and taking advantage of everything that ZJZ is giving him.
Ooh. Finally, the timing is well to guard that red blow. Nice. The canceling to the DP to deliver the full Hotaru damage. But the revving is coming. 80%. He cannot spend anymore. He will get into overhead.
That's not what you want to happen if you're ZJZ right now. You're locked down, middle of the corner, middle of the field. You have to gamble on DPs like that. You're not going to get too many opportunities like that. And you're overheated on top of everything. What a big meaty! Post D! He's got him over, but he drops the D break. He gets it back. Oh my God, no!
The
not like this, ZJZ! He thought he had a window. He thought that after the drop, ET was going to go for another button.
And he created the opportunity. He went with that frame trap, which ET fall for, but sadly there was no end at that offense option. ET is going to move forward with a very, very solid 3-0. Wow, Pockets, as you were saying, history is written in this kind of matches.
Yeah, no, wow, man, like, these
ET just solid, man.
At high intensity situations across all gaming, not just fighting games. You can turn into complete spaghetti at any moment playing any video game when things get hairy like that. But between these two, that's not the first time I've seen that happen, except the last time that happened, it was ET who was on the losing side after dropping a big game-ending combo.
No, simply insane what we are watching here. ET is going to get into the final Saturday, into that very, very magnificent top 8. But wait, hey, we have to go to the scenario because we have an interview with ET. Up to you guys.
The man of the hour, give it up for ET! The crowd is all behind you. Now, first of all, congratulations on making it to the quarterfinals. You're playing against a rare Hotaru on the other side. How do you prepare to face off against that?
首先，恭喜你成功的晋级了8强。你刚才那场呢是打了一个比较少见，现在比较少见的一个人物了，就是这个 Hotaru。就想问你当时是怎么个准备的呢？
应该，就是在选角上刚好因为有练第二支比例，所以就想说试试看，结果发挥的还不错，所以蛮高兴的。
Honestly, I wasn't like 100% prepared against it. It was more like, you know, my character is it's meta for a reason. So I simply went up there and I performed my best. It turns out it was good enough.
And did it great. You have the crowd behind you to cheer you on. Now, tomorrow you're playing. You're guaranteed $45,000, and you play against Goichi. How do you feel about that match? And is there anything you'd like to say?
Goichi.
下一场你将要对决的是这个 Goichi，你准备要怎么个去准备 这么一个强劲的对手呢？
他是个非常聪明的选手，需要做相当多的对策，我会做好万全的准备来应付他。
Goichi is a very, very intelligent player. He's got a lot of things up his sleeve, so I have to prepare doubly hard as well. I've got to make sure to have ample time to make sure that all my homework is done, to make sure that, I'll be able to I have just as many counter strategies against Goichi's ideas and his smart play style.
I'm very much looking forward to that super technical match. One more time, your victor and off to the quarterfinals, ET! ET, please go crush your opponent's ski. It's all yours.
All right, man, you heard it there first. ET feeling like, hey, sometimes it's a little bit of luck, it's a little bit skill, but it's 100% heart all the time, and he's got it, brother.
What it is all the time, it's 100% is effort, my dude. Because right now, we are seeing all of that. Oh, he's feeling it, yeah.
Yeah, I know he
That's
didn't want to do that to
That's
him, man.
his brain
Not
in the
like
end.
this.
Oh,
Whoa! The bones are everywhere, man.
That hurt, man. It
Jeez.
snapped. It snapped.
Does gold have bones? I don't know. Like, that's not how I want to find out.
I was able to carry one some hours ago, and they are heavy.
They are heavy,
They are
yeah,
heavy
no.
and solid.
And you don't get to take one home either if you lose it. So, sorry, ZJZ. But we're going to have to see you the next time at the next event. And we're going to see you guys in a little bit because we got some more bills to pay. We'll be back with more Fatal Fury City of the Wolves action here at EWC 2025 in just a moment.
Did Dark Angel play yet? Do y'all know? No.
I'm here with the Geo after his match versus Punko. Didn't quite go the way he expected, and I want to talk to him a little bit about. Unfortunately, that wasn't an elimination match, so he will be out of the tournament at this stage. But I just want to know, difficult coming in, a lot of pressure on his shoulders, the only person representing his country and all of that stuff. Was he able to deliver what he prepared? Did he feel like he went in with the right confidence? And is there anything he feels he should have done differently in the match?
Siendo el único representante del país y teniendo un montón de peso encima, ¿sientes que has podido jugar como tú querías jugar? ¿Sientes que hay algo que se te haya pasado que no hayas podido hacer?
Yo siento que no he jugado como sé jugar, motivo de los nervios. Es una experiencia más en mi carrera. Recién tengo participando profesionalmente, por decirlo así. Es mi primera vez en un torneo tan grande. Hace 2 meses recién me pudieron dar la visa y es una experiencia que estoy aprendiendo a confrontar, pero no sentí que pude jugar como yo normalmente juego, ¿no? Los nervios me vencieron esta vez, pero tendré mi revancha.
I was nodding my head just so that you get that, but I don't actually understand what he said.
Yeah, he said that he does believe that he didn't play up to his potential, mostly because of the nerves. This is his first international tournament. He just got his visa 2 months ago. This is the first time he's been under this amount of pressure, and he thinks that this is something on his career that he's going to learn from, and he's going to get his revenge.
Oh, I like that. I love the fire. That is amazing. He's going to get his revenge. We're going to see him back. He's going to do some damage. It's absolutely cool. It's really lovely to see him perform. The representation here, so many countries in the mix, and it's great to see the passion that's come in for this game. He's only been out a few months, but everyone's involved, and it's really cool to have him a part of this. Look forward to seeing his return. Look forward to seeing him come through with more. And is he happy with his character? Are we going to see a character change? Does he feel that he might want a secondary to back up his territory? I mean, how does it go right now?
¿Cómo te sientes al respecto a tu personaje? ¿Sientes que vas a cambiar de personaje pronto? ¿Te sientes feliz con el personaje que estás jugando ahora?
No, es que, como les digo, no demostré el nivel que normalmente tengo. Esta vez los nervios me vencieron y sí, claro, depende, vaya avanzando el juego, podría tomar opciones.
He said he's going to explore more options, that mostly because he couldn't perform the way he wanted to perform, he is still playing with the same character.
Thank you so much, and thank you. Great to have you on board.
Muchas gracias.
That's it for us here. Time is up. Back to you guys.
Two more names advanced to the finals. Two more names crushed and eliminated from the bracket. And it's XYZZY and ET. The Falcons flying high. The arena was electric, but not for two of these players. Guys, crushing defeat, elated victory, great performances here. What did you think about these two matches?
Yeah, so I think for the first match, Chris G versus XYZZY, Chris obviously didn't find the success that he wanted with the Hokutomaru. We saw him switch immediately to the Salvatore. The game plan obviously was to just continuously create unfamiliar situations that XYZZY wouldn't necessarily be able to respond to appropriately. But, you know, I think what ended up really getting him in the end was the fact that he was so eager to tech and defensively throw. You know what I mean?
So what is it exactly that wasn't working for Chris in the initial pick that forced that counter pick?
It was just the standard Billy versus Hokutomaru match. We've seen Hokutomaru's get by, right, because of it just being able to move around so much, but ZZY's defense really gave him that extra eye to look for the proper jump-ins, as you were seeing, check in from full screen. Really, that approach, again, the big standing C, we saw that's what was been the big thorn in the side, the pole in the side, if you will, of Chris G.
It was also a lot of his defense as well. Both players known for slowing the game down, playing defensively, and playing at their own pace. But XYZZY was able to do it at a better pace than Chris G was, forcing him to switch.
That was a sick super.
That was a phenomenal super.
Beautiful call out, yeah. I mean, the Sal G was working at first, right? Chris was trying to use that unorthodox jump angle to come in with the jump C, but a great player like ZZY on the fly, the Falcons fly, if you will, figuring out that matchup, just getting it down. And really, you know Chris G, he's an emotional guy. The minute he saw that he couldn't really break down ZZY, we started just throwing out Hail Mary counter supers.
Yeah, XYZZY, it was very clear he had some experience with the matchup. He was disengaging quite frequently to maintain a position where it was difficult for Chris G to make to threaten the ambiguous cross-up situation. And you saw that over and over and over again.
The shimmies were in full force too. We saw that Chris ate a lot of just jump C's, getting baited from throw, I want to say about 4 to 5 times. His percentage was extremely high on that one, and that's what got ZZ the dub.
And then it was the clash of the icons, ZJZ against ET.
And Chris lost.
And this one was a little bit anticlimactic in the end, wasn't it? A clean sweep.
I agree with you, Logan. This one was tough to call because ZJZ so cool, calm, and collected, but we saw at the start accidentally picking smart mode, having to go back. I don't know if he ever got his ground, basically.
Yo, what's up, Gian? What's good,
He
man?
certainly looked a little bit flustered. I mean, we're looking.
How are
through
you
these
doing
highlights
today?
right now? And I mean, we're just seeing a highlight reel of ET doing a bunch of combos. He was finding all the hits. That was a good backdash from ZJZ. Got the wild punish combo. I forget what happens here. He completes it, and then I forget the mix-up.
Yeah, there was just quite a few issues there. I don't think he clutched it out in situations that he needed to. Big damage here from from ET, and of course we saw right here just a chip out. Trying to go for a guard cancel, and that's the problem. You need to guard cancel. As we've seen other players do against Billy, you got to have those guard cancels on deck. When you don't have that, he's going to just flex his plus frames ever so more.
ZJZ was never able to mount a proper offense. ET just controlled the pace of the match, almost like 90% of it.
Whole time.
A dominant performance from ET, a dominant performance from Team Falcons. Another player qualified for at finals, and still with Kindevu waiting to play as well. It might be a clean sweep of all 4. We have to say goodbye to 2 more of these players, and I'm sure everyone will be very interested to hear what this man has to say. Let's go over to Ryan Hart, who spoke to Chris G.
What's going on, everyone? I am here with Chris G after that match with Zaizi. And man, obviously didn't work out the way you planned. Is there anything he did that you didn't expect? Was the match the way you your own strategic form? Was it the way you wanted it to be? Talk me through your initial feelings about how that match went.
He played Billy, and it worked. Honestly, there's not much to say. It is what it is, you know. He picked the character. I tried to kind of like surprise him with the Salvatore, but it doesn't matter. The matchup is too terrible, so it didn't work out at the end.
What changes do you think are needed to kind of remedy that matchup?
Billy.
It's Billy. I lost to 2 Billies. I don't really know what to say.
Of course, the Xiaohai matchup yesterday, 3-1. I did see it. I know you said Billy. What did Xiaohai do really well in the match?
He kind of did exactly what every other Billy does. He just does it better. And yeah, like if you keep the opponent out while also being able to go in whenever you want, there's not much you can do unless you truly outplay them. And I was not able to do that yesterday night, and I wasn't able to do it today. So it is what it is.
Chris G, always a pleasure, my friend. Wish you well. I know we're going to be seeing more of you in the near future. You're a stellar champion, one of the multi-game GOATs out there. This is another notch in your experience tank, and I'm sure you're going to be using this information to get dubs in the future. So always good to have you, man. Thank you. All right, that's it here from the interview stage. I'll see you guys later.
Chris G giving us exactly what we expected from that interview. It was a tough pick. He knew that it was going to be a very, very difficult pull for him, but losing to the 2 Billies back-to-back, he is now eliminated from the bracket. And we were just talking there about any options that he could have looked to, knowing that he was going to have to go up against these Billies in terms of counter picks. But when when it's postulated that his worst matches are 5-5s, it's difficult to plan for that, right?
Yeah, I think Chris did the best he could have done, given the circumstances, right? The pool he had, the pool of characters that he played. I think Chris prepared well.
Are you there still?
Just a step above.
Want to play some matches in the background while we watch this?
For that top spot, it's going to be hard to break them down.
Yeah, it was quite clear if you were watching the matches that this guy, Chris, he was so ready for the Hokutomaru matchup. But in the end, it really didn't matter that much because of the fact that these other players, they were performing at such a high level that the matchup on paper, those slight differences did end up making the difference.
And with the character switch to Salvatore, hoping for an unfamiliarity with the matchup, it paid out it seemed like it paid out at first, but then it just
it wasn't enough. Like he said himself in the interview, like that matchup is just not that good.
No.
You know?
Yeah. Try to catch him off guard, and it worked at first. Like that one game, Zizzy was taken off guard, or you see him kind of like reluctantly look, but then immediately after, he was like, "Oh, I know what I got to do. Just look for the jump-ins, dash out, using a rev dash. Billy's rev dash, the best in the game. That's really what gets him those anti-air lows, right? He's able to sneak under you, and that's a great tool to use against Sal G. And then obviously looking for the counters, baiting them out with punishing from full screen. It really was just, it was academic.
Well, let's take a look at our last 2 remaining qualification matches for today. 2 more names must be placed in that final bracket. 2 more medals will need to be put in the crusher. And Team Falcons have another one. This is 2 huge organizations going head-to-head. Dark Angel's already managed to get the job done once. Will he be able to eliminate a Falcons player here in Kindevu? What do you think, guys?
Ooh, so this couch is rooting for Dark Angel. Like we all want Dark Angel to win. I'm torn. I want both of them to win. But again, I've mentioned this plenty of times. Falcons crowd. Dark Angel's got an uphill battle against him, but he's part of one of the longest running esports teams ever, and he's carrying the weight of his entire franchise on.
Yeah, I mean, this is a run back. They played earlier this week, and Dark Angel lost. It was not particularly close. So I think he's going to really need to reassess his, particularly I think his defensive decision making.
The term reassess, and the fact that we are playing Fatal Fury, you back a wolf into a corner after licking his wounds. Dark Angel's definitely going to look to turn that around, and I think he doesn't want to suffer a loss. But again, Ken Devil cannot be underestimated. That dude has so much experience. He's shaking hands, kissing babies outside. He is comfortable in his element, and he's looking to soar with the rest of his Falcon brothers.
Taking selfies with the crowd, inspiring the reactions. But it's going to take a very inspired performance from Dark Angel to overcome Kindevu. That's coming up next. Let's take a look at our last qualification match of the day.
The fight Kindevu again.
RB versus Punko representing Weibo. This one, again, a match that we haven't seen yet. That Dark Angel.
Wow, we got Punko versus RB.
So this is a fresh one.
RB's playing Kind now too.
Tough. So I mean, obviously both these players qualified using the Gato, but RB for the most part has been using the Kind this weekend. I suspect that we're going to see the Kind into the Gato once more. That matchup does not seem particularly good for the Gato player. So I suspect we're just going to see more of the usual kind, just trying to oppress and also trying to keep Gato out of his comfortable ranges, control the approaches from the Gato, that type of thing.
Yeah. I think Punko really is going to have to become Punko, right? The angry Punko that we know, the walk forward rev blow, the high mixes with the variance of the jump ins, the command grabs, obviously the back turn, high evade. I think that using that is going to help him break down the defense of Kind, because other than that, Kind is just going to whiff punish him. He's always at that spacing for 2C. He's always got the fireball on deck, and Punko likes to get aggressive, and that could backfire. So I think coming from certain approaches of using his style, but just differently, it could help out.
Yeah, you summed up almost everything I was going to say. Punko's just got to play like a wild man. That's what he's known for doing, and that's probably going to be what gets him the win.
2 exciting matches to end our days of action here at the Esports World Cup. 2 more qualification matches, and we've got Falcons versus Navi up first, Kindevu and Dark Angel, then following that RB versus Punko. It's going to be a huge one. Character variety is on the menu as well. Potentially we'll be cheering on that, but we know in the arena coming up next, Kindevu is going to have the home crowd behind him. Next up, we'll be in the arena. See you there.
I'm here with DJC after his elimination match. Commiserations there. Man.
Nemo got eliminated by Dark Angel.
And I just really felt like there was.
I gotta watch that match.
Gotten the win. You know, there were so many combos that just didn't go the way he wanted. Was it nerves why he wasn't able to?
Okay, so Terry's not. I do like Terry versus Billy. What's up? Let's go FGC.
就想问你，当时在看你们比赛当中，感觉其实有很多个时刻，感觉就差那么一点点，感觉比方说有些 combo 差一点就使出来了，或者就是差一点就连招就接上了，但是当时就可能没有发挥出来吧。想问你，具体是为什么呢？是不是啊？比方说在舞台上面这个压力太大了？
对啊，失误还是有点太多了，可能也有可能啦，对，就是可能压力太大，或是有点累了，就是发挥不好，
Indeed, there were certainly a lot more mistakes than usual, and maybe it is a stress because I mean it is the Esports World Cup stage as well, with the audience cheering over there. There is some, I guess,
What's up, Pokey?
Stage fright, stress, or some other factors.
How you doing today?
Or it could just be simply, being tired.
Sure. What's it been like for him to come into, Saudi Arabia, be part of the Esports World Cup? What's that experience been like for him?
就这次来到沙特，就是参加这个电竞世界杯，整体的这个体验，你感觉下来怎么个去总结呢？
我觉得很好啊，氛围很好，然后吃的东西也不错。
I think it's been great. The atmosphere is superb. The food here is great as well. Everything about this entire Esports World Cup experience has been absolutely top notch.
Oh, amazing. Well, as talented guy as is, I've commentated this guy's matches on all different games. A multifaceted guy, no doubt. Indeed, we'll be seeing more from him in the future. Thank you so much. It's been great having you, and that's it from us here on the.
Yeah. Esports World Cup is $1 million prize pool. But the payout is probably the best payout spread in years, though. First place gets like 350K, and then like second gets like I think like 250 or something like that. But the lowest placing gets $2,500.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports World Cup. Fatal Fury continues. 2 more players have made it into the top 8 for tomorrow, but there's still 2 more.
Definitely recapping that Nemo match.
I'm one of your hosts, Milos, and by my side is...
I am Hollywood, Rob TV.
Hollywood.
And ladies and gentlemen, everything has been absolutely electric up to this point.
Yeah, I'm grinding this. I'm in this Street Fighter.
Earlier on, and there was a dominant one-sided victory.
I really likes the games, and like there's no reason not to.
Let's bring them up. Then on stage, our first competitor, it's Dark Angel.
Go Dark Angel Terry boys.
Navi player faces immense odds, and not just this crowd, but remain composed versus loads of experience on the other side. Will this crowd be his bane tonight?
I'll tell you what, Dark Angel has been absolutely amazing to even make it up to this point, and he is definitely a threat now to make it into top 8. But his opponent is none other than Ken Devil!
This who cooked him earlier, though.
Ken Devil, aka the Golden Fatty. That is, of course, the translation, which is an absolutely phenomenal name. Ken Devil, of course, also representing Team Falcons. As we have been seeing, the crowd is going absolutely buck wild for my
I've always wanted this situation to exist in my life where I could play against all the best players and have the opportunity to beat them. Because then, you know, I already won in other community, and I want to do it like it in
In the center
it was just fun. I like the competition.
Time for the stare down.
Nothing feels better than beating somebody that you know is good.
Oh, look at me. I ain't the one trying to send you home, Ken Devil. It's that young man right there. Are you ready? Are you ready? Go ahead to your stations. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the run back. Somebody has to go home.
Go Dark Angel.
Is going to make it into top 8. It is time for Ken Devil versus Dark Angel.
I'm gonna say this. Dark Angel makes top 8 in this. I can't sit here and be all doom and glooming about Terry.
Representing Navi, playing all the way from Mexico. Dark Angel is going to try to hold into that dream as he faces.
He can do it. I can do it too.
The man with the emerald
that character, I mean.
This is no other than King Debu, my dear Hell Pockets.
Hey, yeah, man, like, we are going to see a rematch, but I don't think it's going to go down the same way. We've seen that Dark Angel has what it takes to adjust the gameplay and to fix
Go Dark Angel.
issues that can pop up on the fly. That's
He's definitely the best Terry player, though. By far. I mean, I'm up there, but like, yeah.
On offense, very versatile on defense.
He's got more King of Fighters experience than I do, so.
Especially against someone like Kingdom.
Yeah, man, what a future, what a destiny. Life gives you chances, and here Dark Angel has the one to redeem himself against the opponent who sent him into the lower bracket yesterday.
Go Dark Angel. I ain't gonna lie, when I watched him lose, I got discouraged. I was like, damn, he can't win with this shit either.
Of fighting games. That has to mean something, but of course, King Debu, he is one player who has been into fighting game circuits for more than 25 years. He has a very big and productive career. He is used to this kind of environment. Yet again, it is the young prodigy against one of the most toughest veterans in the scene.
They both like 30
decorated is King Debu, quite a history in his own right, and I just gotta feel like probably feeling pretty confident going into this. You know, like he had basically he has his number. He had him clocked in the previous meeting. He had him clocked. It's on Dark Angel to show him another side of the Terry Bogard.
That's what he's going to try right here as we are ready. The thumbs have been raised, everything on the line. It is the Falcons against Navi. Again, if Navi gets this win, all the shape of the Esports World Cup could change, but of course Dark Angel needs to push that forward.
Let's go.
Of course, we're gonna see the bumps and the
Box of ramen. Oh, he put the SPG in the middle this time.
The revolution.
Ooh. Got counter hit out of the feint.
Yeah, you saw it kind of start a fireball war at the beginning of the round there. It caught a jumping kind with the EX power wave, but then
he's really keeping him out too, man.
Panzer just stuffed another attempt from Dark Angel to start a fireball fight, and now he's back at it, despite being at the life deficit.
This was very interesting the last time. Against Nemo, he was using exactly this, the regular the power wave, in order to control the approaches, and so far it's working for a Dark Angel who is still with his SPG, down in health, but still with tools.
Yeah, now that power wave just, ooh, now that's one thing about throwing projectiles in this.
Yeah, you gotta do wake up super now.
It's
ooh!
for Dark Angel.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. The backdash, and then he tried to check him with the crouch medium, the crouch heavy button, and he got whip punish.
Wow, again, the far D
Let's go, Dark Angel.
You were saying Dark Angel is trying to move forward little by little, pressing King Debu against the left side of the stage. No, we're going to stay in the center. Neutral being played by Dark Angel. He wants King Debu to approach and make these mistakes. Finally, Dark Angel is really provoking mistakes on King Debu, something he could not land last time.
That's okay. He got a lot of HP.
Terry Bogard not known for his projectile pressure without using Rev, and the Light Punch Power Wave is not grounding King Debu, but also giving Dark Angel the time to respond to jumps with anti-airs.
Those challenges by King Debu have been godlike. Now
he just
and just say power, guys.
Yo, I see what he's just using that shit instead of trying to combo into it. He's just doing it raw. Get meter for damage. I mean, get meter for
I don't think that he's going to allow
what's it, meter for? I'm sorry, meter. He's getting meter for defense.
Complete dominance from Dark Angel.
Oh, what a just defense right there. I am a little bit nervous, Pockets. I think you can hear it in my voice.
Oh yeah, most certainly. I don't blame you. I do not.
Oh wow!
On the throw.
Still with the chance, Dark Angel with a good advantage, but King Debu has the corner, has the damage.
Yeah,
the setup is here.
Great blocks, great patience from Dark Angel, knowing that there was not really a worthwhile escape.
Hey.
Wow! Jumping over the far D, getting his own jump D, get the kill combo.
Oh, look at that stare, man.
Wow. Okay, we are in a different kind of scenario here. We are playing a new game. This is not the run back we thought it was going to be.
Thankfully, Dark Angel is really pushing this forward. Are we gonna feel those ambitions? Not yet. King Debu has the turn.
Yep, that's the strategy. I understand it now.
Kind players love pressing the advantage after making the opponent block the looping pressure. And Dark Angel's just saying, look, I'm gonna gamble on a pretty damaging reversal if you're gonna keep giving me these fake pressure strings that leave you vulnerable.
Beautiful. That's under that hat. Dark Angel against the corner.
Great response from King Debu.
Yeah, he's exactly what Hell Pocket said, but instead of guessing with your life, okay, so the difference is using the super, you take like 30-40%. If you use DP, it's like 10%. So you guess right a bunch of times with just that, they end up guessing right, they end up doing more damage to you. But if you start guessing with bigger damage, then I mean, and you're right a lot of times when they're trying to pressure you, and you can make that payoff. Yeah, that time he was able to block his reversal attempt because he's getting most of his damage from Ken Devu trying to pressure him. He just interrupting his gaps with big damage. But you know, times where he decides to chill out, which is what happened, he can get punished too, so you gotta be careful. But I mean, this is a match about reads. Like they're about, because like Khan wants to pressure you, but he kind of has to. He's not about to win the match from a distance outside of using Rev Blow, but now he doesn't even have it. He lost all his meters, so he can actually technically get zoned out here.
He's gonna get punished for that grab. Sadly, not a confirm.
And I can't say that
now EX Power Wave dominates the screen versus Kine, so he can't just like do stuff.
Too bad here because he's been a touch away repeatedly. Finds the jump D, holds the corner down. Another big jump D.
He's gonna spend the bar, of course, bringing the ambitions. All that is needed to go for day number 2. Look at the damage buckets. Not enough to kill. Oh, power geyser!
He didn't know how to finish it off.
Respect me. Look at that smile.
The whole
see, look where his damages and wins are coming from. They're all coming from Power EX, well, Super Power Geyser.
He took it, but this killer from the
or Power Geyser is a super move. Power Wave is that regular one.
Let's see, bring it out a little bit. Those approaches, little by little, dragging.
Oh, he caught him trying to press there with the counter hit.
Oh, look at that. Perfectly executed pockets. All right, King Devu, I think might be a little shook here.
Yeah, because he's not. So Kine players get away with people being afraid of their pressure, so they never challenge it. But he's challenging with big damage. doing a good job building meters, so he has
the defense for Dark Angel will be tested
the
here.
power
And now he
power
has
geyser
shown
for super.
He's able to get out of the corner, but gets a little bit antsy against Punish because of that.
And it's still anyone's round right now. Swings on the Rondo.
Don't tell me today was going to be able to steal another round. Yes.
There, he could have did power
Dark
geyser,
Angel
but he
looks
didn't
the
commit
most
to it.
strong. Kindebu simply becomes a hero and steals that for the Falcons.
Yeah, no, we're 2-1 Team Debu right now, and Dark Angel challenging a lot of scenarios that, I'll be honest, they're kind of working out for him sometimes. Sometimes they ain't, and when they don't work out, they hurt a lot.
He's picking out 40% of damage, but now Kane has the
See, look,
no,
he's challenging everything.
Cero miedo from Dark Angel.
Like, honestly, it's weird, but Terry has to basically create the situations where you try to pressure him and then he punishes you for big damage. Like, see, but that time he got blocked.
I think that was a little bit predictable pocket, and Kindebu has
He
every
right here has to overcommit to blocking now because he's been doing DP too much. There it is, another DP. That a power geyser, either from a whip punish or super him.
Shorts of flames.
Man's gonna have a hard time getting in because
Yeah, you gotta like catch him while he's trying to super.
reinforced flames, and that's not the war.
All right, so the way I've been saying, I think it's see, it's all about setting up the situation to land that. It's big burst damage. You can't just.
Finally makes the challenge with that ignition gear.
Yeah, you can't just like normally respond the right way, or because that's there. And it has so much damage. He's really beating him out by just making reads like that. See, like, I was trying to play too clean and by not making reads like that, but you have to. But you gotta do the ones that pay off. So I guess instead of saving meter to do supers during your combo, you want it to for the neutral. For the RPS situation. It's so funny. It's like playing a grappler without a command grab. You know what I'm saying?
Not see at any point during this weekend that this rematch, if it ever happened, going this way.
Ooh, great damage over there, almost taking Dark Angel SPG out of the corner.
Too good. Guard canceling to SPG. Oh, that wasn't a safe jump.
Yeah,
Do safe jumps.
An adjustment on Kindebu's side. He's still getting hit between those
Oh,
and, oh man.
stand B or C, whatever it is. The heavy punch is not a mid. With the crouch inversion. Uh-oh. Oh my god, he could have just ran up to him and did power geyser if he caught him in the air. Not from the kick though. There, that's it.
He was feeling great as long as he had the rev gauge in the previous scenario like that, but he overheated himself, lost advantage, lost access to the rev flame, and that basically allows Dark Angel to just walk in on him.
Oh.
See, right there, he baited him to do the rev blow, but instead of him doing the rev blow, he adapted to it and decided to do that EX dash move. Because if he did the rev blow, it would have been easy for him to react to it and punish him. Uh-oh. Getting caught. This is Dark Angels. He's not losing this. Too much life lead. And that setup he just did jumps past his wake up. That's why he didn't wake up.
Trying to play the neutral. Trying to maintain the momentum. Dark Angel will be
Angel, all he needs is that super. That's all he needs is that super. The Terry goat.
That is Navi's own Dark Angel. Oh my god, Kindebu. Ah,
yeah,
he just outplayed him.
He was overheated. He went for the jump B, thinking that the power wave was.
Man, it's funny watching this. I'm realizing like how well I was doing in the beta and like other times I was playing people was straight up because I would be playing like that. I would just be throwing out super when I think they're going to hit me and just guessing right on the player versus player situation.
This is the contrast of emotions. This is the esports World Cup pocket.
That's a look of a man who got control.
Yeah, I can't sit here and be like, yeah, man. Terry can't do it. He did it. He beat the guy who beat him yesterday.
What's different than the previous match that they shared?
Oh, I cannot believe it, Pockets. The Navi kid, the guy who will keep his life in this tournament as he moves into top 8 to play tomorrow on the finals day.
He beat Nemo too.
A moment to witness.
And man, as intense as that was, I want to hear what's on Dark Angel's mind. Interviewers, what you got for us?
I absolutely want to. If anything, make sure you're checking up on Colt during this, because I know he's going crazy. In the meantime, we are here with the man of the hour, Dark Angel from Na'Vi, victorious in this massive matchup. Now, this was a rematch from earlier on in the tournament. You're on the Terry. Did you need to change anything, and what was it to get the win today?
Tuviese que cambiar algo para esta partida porque esto ha sido un rematch.
Sí, tuve que ser un poco más paciente en mi juego, no arriesgarme tanto a menos de que se estaba, ¿cómo se dice?, ofendiendo demasiado. Se andaba atacando de más y me sirvió el contraataque con los DPs, el power, el poder, y pues feliz por haber ganado la revancha.
He had to play more patiently than in last match because he took advantage of the over-aggressiveness of his opponent. He played with a counter-attack more than anything.
It was very much visible, and it was incredible the way that you countered your opponent here, Kindevu, against you. Now, look, tomorrow you play against Fenrich. That is not an easy matchup. Do you have
Show me how to do it
for him for the top 8?
Mañana juega contra Fenrich, no es una batalla fácil. ¿Tienes algunas palabras para él?
Que gane el mejor y excelente nivel aquí en el evento. Nada más.
Let the best player win and great level here in the tournament.
I cannot wait for that matchup in the top 8. One more time, Dark
was gonna
Angel
be like-
victorious. You may go and crush your opponent's key.
And look at that. And look at that smile, Buckets, walking that road of victory as he will be the first
Feeling nostalgic. No, I'm talking about like the how I was playing to win it before, not realizing what I really need to be doing.
Mexican hero.
Yeah, man, very elusive Falcons have been to avoid this scenario the entire weekend, but had to happen eventually. And oh, it falls apart mid-crush. I give it 5 stars, bro.
Yeah. It was one magnificent moment for him. That's execution. You need execution for that press, Mother Bucket, for the crusher, and that's how it's gonna go. But this is the future, Bucket. We will witness these 2 others, as only one of them will be the last guest for that finals tomorrow.
Yeah, no, this is probably going to be one of my favorite matches.
B was on Team Razor with me, so I feel bad going against him, but Punko is a homie. We've known each other for years, played matches with each other throughout the years too, so I'm not cheering against nobody. I'm looking forward to a good match though.
A couple surprises here. Yeah, man, I really want to see how the madman Punko comes out now with the fire of elimination burning his back. Of course, RB has his own life on the line here. It's going to be simply fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, man, you're fighting for your life in the Shark Tank, the most expensive Shark Tank in the world currently, according to COTW players at least.
That's the data. That's the data, and the numbers don't lie, Bucket.
No, the numbers do not lie, man. These guys know what's on the line, and you know, honestly, I'm expecting to see some emotional reactions coming up soon. But the stage host got to get some reactions from the crowd. What you got for us, bro?
And just like that, you can see the power of adaptability. My man's Dark Angel actually lost earlier on in the tournament to his opponent, to Kindevu, and then this time he comes back on the loser side with the power-up. That was absolutely phenomenal. Congratulations to Dark Angel for qualifying for top 8.
Those are the stories that we live for here at EWC in Fatal Fury, and we have one more story to tell tonight. Let's introduce our final matchup, RB! Qualifying out a combo breaker, this man smashed the Geo before bowing to Mock earlier today. Will's famed Hoktomaru save him tonight, right here in Riyadh. We'll just have to see.
We're definitely going to have to see. His hands are going to be
What
full,
will his
but
Hokutomaru?
I mean, RB. He's been doing this for a long time. I think he's ready for the occasion. And I'm ready for this occasion. That is to bring out
Did he
a
use
fighting game legend. Make some noise.
I thought he was using a kind.
Now Punko, of course, sponsored by Weibo Gaming, trying to do his best to put some points on the board for his squad. and putting points on the board is something he's been doing throughout his entire career. Since Big Hollywood even got into the FGC, I've been watching this guy even back during in other titles, and then actually even before my time, KO.
What's up, Blair?
He was a god, one of the
Join
best players
this.
in the world. Now fast forward all the way to Fatal Fury City of
Fatal
Awards
Fury
here in 2025,
Esports World Cup.
He is still phenomenal. That said, I think it's time for our face-off.
Gentlemen, please join us on the stage. We saw glacial looks earlier today here from Punko, so who knows?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Arby's.
Did you follow me on Kick yet?
It's getting spooky. I like that
Blair?
energy. I like that
What are they
energy.
doing?
Enough
Oh, looking
said,
at each
man.
other?
Y'all go ahead and back up there. Get ready for your match.
Go ahead.
Punko, please, please. I like that energy, Milos.
Did you see that?
He said, hold up, Milos. What you trying to do?
We're
brother?
squaring
What
up.
you trying to-
Hey.
That's phenomenal.
And that is 11 p.m. here, and we're still going wild. Our players are loving it, and our commentators are ready. Let's send it to them.
Yo, cult the aura, the aura.
Yo, they are farming for it, that's for
Jeez.
sure.
I think that's the best stare down of the night, honestly, man. That's got to be on an album cover. That's got to be on, like, if they ever do a special edition of Fatal Fury in the next couple of years, that's got to be on the cover.
And I am not surprised it's between these two. These are two of the most explosive and unexpected players in the circuit right now. Both of them incredibly wild, both of them explosive and unpredictable as they can be.
You know that Punko got an early start in this game's lifespan, making a name for himself as one of the most dangerous players in the game's community. Starting out with a Marco, performing some pretty cheeky strategies on people in ranked for quite a bit of time, but finally settling on Nagato, where he has been home ever since and just making people afraid to pressure on Wake Up.
Yeah, and of course RB coming all the way from his qualification at Combo Breaker.
Summer has been one of the greatest summers ever.
I want to see,
But I just been grinding this, man.
wild because that's
Trying to get really good at the game.
They have to. This is not only the last match of the evening, but potentially the last match of their run here at EWC.
And the last ticket to land into that top 8 tomorrow, which is just so desirable, because once you have passed this stage,
Your summer been.
you are back alive, just the same as everyone else, back again, a new way to grasp your own destiny, and I cannot wait for this to happen.
Yeah, but by the way, shouts to Rob with the KLF 11 war on Punko.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, man, a lot of people don't understand. They think about Punko from previous titles, but Punko actually getting a start in KOF games and other SNK games earlier on in his career. So I won't say it's exactly home for him, but he did take to the game like a fish in water.
Exactly, just as he is doing here at the City of the Wolf, this Fatal Fury new version, new delivery.
Hey, get them L's.
Together for us, just a fantastic
The
game.
license.
Pockets, I am so happy to be
It's
here
super
with
important.
you, with the people at home,
Navigation.
La familia. I hope you are having a fantastic time as we see these two fantastic players battle for survival.
Yeah, no, I am hoping that everybody's been enjoying the evening so far, been enjoying the entirety of the event. It has been an absolute blast, honestly. I hate using the boilerplate language here, but honestly, there's no real other way to explain it. These matches have been incredible. The event has been incredible. The people, the staff,
The local,
the talent, the players.
The love from the local FGC has been also incredible.
Shout out to those folks for sure.
I cannot express that. You will know later as we are able to share what has been happening all here this week. And this week at Riyadh, at this Esports World Cup, simply a moment to remember for life, Bucket.
Riyadh.
Man, they're taking their time making sure these buttons are right because once again, the pressure is mounting. They have not only the responsibility to make it beyond this round, but also the responsibility to ensure that day 2 closes out with a bang.
Woo! What a moment. What a moment. Look at this. These two players looking at each other. Two teams being represented proudly by these two titans. And only one will be able to walk out. The expectation cannot go higher. The fire could not be burning hotter, my dear Hot Pockets.
What's up?
Outside there, it's more than 40 degrees Celsius. But right here, it's hotter than that.
It's definitely 100 right now, man, and I'm surprised we're even standing upright.
Yeah, boiling. It's boiling right now. The thumbs are being shown.
Boiling.
Are we ready to go?
It is time to go.
I need this.
It is time to roll out, everybody. And I mean, I want to say right now, this might end up being what we call a barn burner, a slobber knocker, an absolute
Slobber knocker. Yeah, they're gonna be hitting buttons.
Unfolding, a car crash, a train wreck, the immovable object meets the unstoppable force.
It's gonna be so hard for Punko to get inside as he will try to rush down RB with his game, but Gato will need those approaches. Of course, RB is starting, as we know it, trying to punish any kind of approach that Punko will attempt, and so far, the damage has been done.
Yeah, man, RB with a very strong start out here, and an empty jump. B rather, gets the hard knockdown in the corner, and definitely Punko will wake up DP if he thinks he's good. There it is.
The voice of a prophet right here, Michael Pocket.
The voice of a prophet.
The pro player will be thinking. Very solid start by RB. The red blow is not going to land, and we are trying to get everything revolutionary right here with the Punko bar going corner and corner.
Yeah, you know, Punko, what we like to call a defensive sampler. You know, he likes to sample the entire rainbow of his opponent's defensive options. What do you have on menu right now? I want to taste all of it.
And also a sampler in terms of red moves, bro, because he loves to spend the bar in them as he has now. Ooh, suddenly he pressed the button, and a bait perfectly executed over here by Punko, and the punish, the damage is not gonna wait.
Yeah, he's about to put it on him right now. He's gonna get that mid-screen hard knockdown. What's the setup? 50-50 overhead. No, he goes for the feint. He's a wake-up Lanze.
Another that was so expensive for RB, but this madman simply wake up again with a flash kick. And little by little, the overhit is here. Now we'll have to play this legit RB. What are you gonna do?
That's right, and RB has started out so solid up until this point, and now he's on deck to get guard broken and possibly one touched out of here.
Patience now for Punko. The Beast has become a patient hunter as RB is trying to work his way out of this overhit. What a wild punish over that read, over that jump in. Punko is gonna take it. Only the first round on this long set. This could go for a good time, Pocket.
Wasn't exactly working out in his favor either, because he was looking at 60 seconds left on the clock and so much health to get down from Punko's side. So I don't think that was going to end in his favor either way. But hey, we got a new round 3 here, and it's looking great for RB already. Punko getting caught, pressing a button on wake up, and he's going to eat so much damage into the corner. Hard knockdown, eat the rondo pressure, jumps out of the rondo pressure, look for the command grab, and I told you, Colt, we're swinging wild here at 11:30 p.m. at night in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh.
I love that idea from Punko, but RB was so ready. Perfect backdash to get away from those filthy hands of that world glove trotter.
Oh, man.
He really needed, Punko really needed that, but RB showed that he is ready. And these are messages, little by little. He's telling Punko, I am ready for what you have to offer.
Man, that reversal command grab attempt from Punko would have caught lesser players, but RB clearly seeing the scenario for what it is. Perfect answer.
Oh, I like it. And now a little pause from Punko. I like it. Like having that cool moment to not only think what you are doing, but also reduce the momentum that your opponent is holding. Because RB is one of those players that once he gets that inertia on his back, is very hard to stop.
And we're going into game 2, man. If you could only believe that was only game 1. They were fighting like everything was all coming down to that.
So many attempts of that red blow from Punko in the last match, and now in the first try, he's gonna hit it. Also, that DP maintaining the corner under pressure.
That 6B again, you can't go anywhere yet. Wake up, Lanze, get off me.
Wow, okay, the crazy stuff is happening. Of course, it's Punko, something we have to expect, but that punish over there with the C, it's going to be incredibly hurtful, and now he has to deal with the corner.
He's just baiting his DP.
Are we going to see the start full Pocket?
Sampling the defense options
every time.
Again, he might want to slow down on possibly overeating. He's basically gotten blocked twice, looking for the reversal DP there. I think he's got to calm down a little bit here. But as I say that, eats to the wild punish, gonna lose his SPG immediately and get pushed into the corner, hold the rondo pressure. And also, that's just opened up, man. That's a can opener right there.
The hidden gear is a possibility, not only incredible damage. No, he's gonna save it.
Yeah, go for the hard knockdown, man. Almost time to put him away.
Dang, not like this, Punko.
Oh God, RB, so wild, man.
Yeah, Punko doesn't want to block.
They calls those back dashes from RB has been so punishing. Punko has been unable to break that momentum. And back again into the character select screen to get some thinking time. But I don't think anything can cool down RB right now.
I mean, you talk about character matchups and whatnot. I'm not going to get into it, obviously, because it's just not going to make a difference here. It's about the player playing the player, and Punko is finding out rapidly that RB might be the foil to his madness, basically.
Like fight fire with fire, bro. Like one madman can control another one, and that's what we are finding here. As Punko finally it's unleashed. The tiger that travels the world, it's against the corner, but the damage has been done against the Kane. Ooh, pressing the button, and the damage is going to land. Now RB will have everything he needs to set this into the game point.
Yeah, RB right now in complete control of this, and Punko, the best he can do is backdash in the corner and get hit out of the air, possibly looking for an overextension from RB.
I love that bravery from Punko, but yet again, RB is not going to care for everything as long as he has these advantage pockets.
Yeah, difficult to side switch on Kine right now because he is a charged character, so the reversal is going to be basically an immediate autocorrect. Oh, nice wake-up low B-mash.
Thunder Thighs. Checking that back. Cervical check. Has a fighting chance and went for it and get it. This is what he needed. Can he change the momentum pocket?
Now, Punko, once again, all about trying the defensive sampler. What's on the platter? What's on the menu? Do you have the block for the empty jump low? Do you have the block from the Kiba Fang low? Oh, my Lord!
No, just
could have got a little bit more. He gets it back anyway, and this is going to hurt, Colt. This is going to hurt.
That was like the hardest of reads, man. He just not went for the hardest punish. Ooh, back to the palm!
Bro.
Wow.
The dash up, rev low, catching the wake up Lanze.
We were saying about finding a cure, bro, but madness cannot be controlled.
And that's one of those things that I think RB just had it in his head, like, I'm going to do it. And Punko had it in his head, oh, I've been wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Which one of us is going to want it the most?
Of course, it was about two amazing race predictions from Punko who landed us that point. Still, RB is looking strong. He has the advantage, but of course, Punko is not going to back down. The Weeb player is here to do his stuff buckets.
Hey, man, you know, I want to say right now, Punko, not in control of that, not in complete control of that match, but definitely showing signs that RB is going to have to possibly change the approach if it's going to keep playing out that way for him. Honestly, Punko, hard to condition. That's the scariest thing right now. And if you fail at even like taking advantage of that, then you might actually be sunk. And right now, wow, the clutch guard cancel off the hyper defense from Punko. Doesn't get a lot of damage, obviously, but that momentum couldn't get it back, couldn't hold on to the momentum, unfortunately.
Let's see, great grab, just defense to stay alive, but the 1-2 with the setup. The control of the stage. RB changed his style pockets, and now it will be so hard for Punko to bring this round back. Yeah, just the
nice and simple, man. And now RB on game point.
The dash B to close it out, and almost the threat of the secret gear is gonna be here because RB has anything on his platter.
And man, this has got to be tough for Punko, man, because he plays against a Gato man who probably knows what he wants to look for. But hey, gets the meaty swipe, gonna get a decent amount of damage here. The overhead is represented.
Finally working. So many other times RB has responded. Talk to the hand, man.
And he was so, and you have to commit to the Panzer at that scenario. It's an unfortunate way to go out, but RB's got to recover here. Otherwise,
yeah, man.
Going 2-2, and I don't think he wants that scenario at all.
No, you don't want this man to get momentum.
Second is
those trades, of course, not
a little bit easier these days.
No, not anymore. The Panzer is going to enter.
And that's your opportunity.
Hidden gear or two.
Halo Fury's hella fun. Free Fire's hella fun too.
No,
I was playing a lot of them.
Because he's gonna be the confidence. We are gonna have RB going the long way. Sadly, Punko will stay, and one madman has to triumph over the other.
You saw him set up the round.
Doing a vagabond.
And Punko just refused to be jailed in the corner that way.
Was that the last match of the day?
Or be forced to play defensively. And he
Man, I'll still play Tekken, but I don't know if I'm gonna be like playing super hard.
Tried to win a little, to swing a little bit too far, and sadly, Punko will pay the price for that. Painful, of course, because he's one of my favorite players, but RB is going to rise above indeed.
Yeah, man, RB moving on to the final scenario tomorrow. And man, what a weekend it's already been. I feel like we've already hit like the fever pitch here at EWC 2025, but there's still more action to come in the following evening.
Completely right, and not just action, but right now we also will hear from today's winner. Of course, the last one invited to that
Watch that Nemo
great
match
top 8 tomorrow.
versus
Only
Dark Angel
champions,
after this is over.
The cream of the crop are invited to this date. And talking about the cream of the crop, we will go with Hollywood Rough TV for the RB interview.
Yeah, Street Fighter is tight though. Once you get good at it, you're good.
RB, congratulations.
The thing is, it's so volatile, you can just die off anything.
You are officially qualified for top 8. The first thing I gotta ask you, gameplay-wise, how do you feel about the Gato matchup?
RB，首先恭喜你成功晋级了8强，然后想问你，就是对战 Gato 这个人物是怎么样的一种感受呢？
其实因为我之前就是玩 Gato 这个角色的，所以我对这个角色可以说是比较了解这样子，所以我用凯恩打起来的话，所以我觉得基本上打起来不会太吃力。
I use the main Gato, so this character is very familiar to me. So whenever I'm playing against it, I know exactly how to beat it.
Okay, and another thing, RB, of course, I've watched you in fighting games for a long time, even back in other titles. What would it mean to you to become the EWC champion?
这位主持和包括你的解说，包括很多粉丝都看你跟踪你了很多年了，就想问你，如果这次能成为这个电竞世界杯的冠军的话，对你的职业生涯来说代表什么呢？
我觉得如果这一次能够赢下冠军的话，对我来说是人生一个新的里程碑。我希望我不管今年或者是之后，都会努力朝这个目标迈进。
If I'm able to win the championship at the Esports World Cup, it will absolutely be the highest milestone I've ever achieved in my career. And even if I don't achieve it this year, it is a goal that I will always be working towards.
RB, I just want to personally say thank you for all of your years of entertaining us, and you are continuing to do so. You are officially qualified for top 8 here at EWC. Please go ahead and crush your opponent's key.
Damn. Why you about to smile to crush Punko's key though?
And that rounds out our 8 names making it into finals tomorrow. We say goodbye to another medal lost to the hydraulic press. A fantastic performance from RB. He had the inside track on that Gato matchup, of course, a character that he is tremendously familiar with, and he will advance to the final. Single elimination tomorrow, best of 9. Cool as a cucumber, cool as you like. Guys, how did you enjoy that final set of the day?
It was a bit of a heartbreaker, I gotta be honest. I was pulling for Punko. I wanted to see the Gato in the top 8. Punko, of course, a very exciting player to watch. The control that he was displaying of Gato, using those stop follow-ups so expertly. I thought that was so, it was so wonderful to see it. But, RB just outplayed him, and that's just how it goes.
Outplayed.
Euro's about to be godlike. I can't wait.
Really taking advantage of every small mistake that Punko had. Punko with so many throws, command grabs, regular throws. RB likes to go for backdash, and we saw that happening here on the screen.
If this is...
Angel, though,
yeah, let's take a look at this first matchup with Dark Angel getting revenge for day 1, right?
Gotta talk about this one. Yeah, very happy for Dark Angel's performance. Able to subdue the crowd.
See, look, he went off of just like...
Power Geysers was a true story of this set. Finding unique
what I want to call it.
Ways to connect them.
It's just
hit by Super right there.
He going blow for blow. Not so much landing big combos, nothing like that, but just like
Dark Angel was getting like
landing a hit in the super and
good setups for the Power Geyser. And I think at the start of it, Dark Angel was just controlling the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Angel, obviously, the game plan was to once more double down on all of his decisions that he makes and cash out immensely whenever he makes a read, just like that. I mean, like, all those supers that connected, you've got to think, those must have been so tilting for Kindevu.
I was going to say, those are definitely frustration supers. We saw them come into play. Even a little smirk on Dark Angel's face, knowing, I got you, buddy. And this one right here, baiting him out. He's biding his time, looking for it, looking for the win condition.
You look at this,
Finds
man.
the
Too
power
good.
geyser. The crowd couldn't even believe their eyes as their Falcons champion was getting crushed, Aru.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it was like a masterclass in patience, which is, you know, not something you normally see displayed a lot from Terry players. But look at that, like just finding his moments and taking them.
Yeah, here we go. We got Terry like, I'm coming in the top 8, and all the key getting crushed. And now onto the match that we wanted to talk about. So
the stare down, guys.
Oh, the stare down was something.
RB was looking down on Punko like, you play Gato? I dropped him. I moved up my weight class. And we saw that get expressed here with the super confirm, the lockdown immediately. But that was a great, look at that. That's the backdashes we were talking about.
Yeah.
The great movement tools from RB navigating through those command grabs.
Yeah, so the story of this set, in my opinion, is that RB was playing around the throws so expertly at first. It took a little bit for Punko to start adapting to it. And even once he did, it felt like it was a little bit too little too late.
Yeah, and on top of that, Punko wasn't getting proper punishes. Like the optimal punishes, he was getting counter hits, but he would get stand A, or he would just go into his palm attack.
Right.
I don't know what was going on there.
Seriously, I mean, he was able to find those hits, like you mentioned, a little too late. And this is actually one of the matches I wonder, had we had this in tomorrow's 1st to 5 format, could Punko have possibly
Y'all,
done that adaptation?
we're going to continue the rest of the stream
But I mean, Kine is a character that has a lot more tricks up his sleeves
on
than a
Kick.
character
If
like
this is
limited, the game plan, he's forced to go back
last of the matches today.
to close the distance and get in on the Kine, and that I think limits your options quite a bit, you know.
RB shutting down our hopes of seeing Nagato in the finals, but we do have some diverse character representation. I know you were cheering on Dark Angel.
So make sure you pull it up right now.
Will be in that finals tomorrow. Of course, Dark Angel representing Navi, as you pointed out, one of the most prestigious.
Yeah, I think they're the last of the matches too.
But he did manage to overcome one of the most powerful organizations by taking down Kindevu of Falcons, and we could see how crushed he was at that loss. Hopefully he's had time to compose himself, because we want to talk to him. Let's head over to Ryan Hart with an interview with Kindevu.
Yeah, after the broadcast.
Continue here on day 2, and unfortunately, Kindevu unable to get it done.
That gives you the time.
Really tough game.
Blair.
It was, you know, to and fro, and then right at the end there, you could see the emotion on his face. But let's hear it from
Airbon.
Kindevuさん、お疲れ様でした。ですね、そうですよね。いろいろありましたね。まずは、
Kindevu looks mad.
聞かせてください。
まあ正直勝てるっていう気持ちがあったので、昨日結構 3-0 で勝って。で別に油断はしてなかったんですけど、いろいろちょっとやっぱコンボミスと、相手のそのパナシとかを全部食らっちゃってたんで、まあ正直運がなかったなっていう気持ちは正直あります。
はい。So I asked him, you know, what are his thoughts about the match, and he mentioned that, you know, he was quite confident going in. There were a lot of 3-0s yesterday. You know, the form was there, but coming in today, I mean, there were a few combo misses that were important ones that he dropped. He felt that he fell prey to all of the baits that were being given out. You know, he just got hit by everything basically, and that, you know, that kind of whittled down his confidence, and yeah, just wasn't able to deliver the match that he wanted. And he said he didn't let his guard down, but it just somehow didn't work out in his favor. He feels that he was quite unfortunate in a lot of instances, and that's the way the cookie crumbled. So yeah. で、サウジアラビア来て、その旅、まあ大会ここまでなんですけど、その旅としてサウジアラビアの経験いかがでしょうか。楽しいでしょうか。
めっちゃ楽しかったです。その負けたのは悔しいですけど、すごいよくいいなんですか、ホテルとかもすごい綺麗でご飯も美味しいし、楽しい経験はさせてもらいました。
それはいつもいいことですね。So I asked him, you know, although the tournament's over now, how do you feel about your experience coming to Saudi Arabia, being part of the EWC, hearing the cheers of the Falcons team? And he said that he's had a great time. The food's amazing. Everyone's looking after him. And so the experience has been really, really positive. But Kindevu, a master genius at multiple games. If you know anything about this man, you know that he can get to the very top of any hierarchy of fighting game. So we'll be seeing more from him later in the year. But that's it. We say goodbye to Kindevu at this point, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
That brings to a close our group stage.
You should download. Don't might download the app. Download the app. Just download it right now.
Towards glory here at the Esports World Cup. Let's take a look back at the brackets and how they stand. We've had some surprises. We've had some performances that were to be expected. Let's take a look at Group A first, and it is no surprise to see Zhao Hai there in winners bracket. Guys, what did you think about Group A?
I mean, we knew Zhao Hai was the favorite here. We've been talking about him the entire show. I do feel that it was a matter of who's going to make it out second, and we did talk about the whole time it was between Zizzy and Chris G.
Yeah, I think the most surprising performance is Chris G, right? Being able to navigate through the Billies, excuse me. But unfortunately, this was the result I was also expecting. So Chris and Koji were done.
Moving on to Group B now.
Yeah, because I'm about to start playing matches.
Performance from Fenrich, a player that I feel like, you know, we haven't really shone a lot of light on, but he has just been quietly getting the job done. And of course, ET managing to get that huge win against ZJZ to get the second qualification spot. Aru, what did you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, the Fenrich qualifying out in winners, I don't think that was really a surprise to anybody, any ball knowers, right? I mean, that guy, he's pretty ridiculous, and the steamrolling performances that he's been putting on the past couple of days just speak for themselves. Whereas ET, I think, making it out in the loser's side, I thought that was a bit of a surprise to me personally. But, you know, the way that he's been playing today, the way that he's been adapting, and he's clearly had game plans for every player that he's been up against. So, you know, the fruits of his labors are shown.
Let's take a look at Group C now. And of course, Fenrich's former teammate, Goichi, looking very strong here. Two players that have been so dominant in the early months of Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, and they are sitting in winner's seeding position for that top 8. Dark Angel, though, is certainly the story of the day, coming back from a huge 3-0 clear now against Kindevu on day 1 in the opening round. He was able to make it out in the lower side of the bracket, guys.
Yeah, Goichi's dominance, like you mentioned, I would say he's number 2 next to Zhao Hai. Looking at all these players, he hasn't dropped the game nearly since even Combo Breaker, right? Storming through everybody through that big event, continuing on this way. And of course, the story of the young man, Dark Angel, the youngest player in this bracket, fighting through the bad matchups and still finding a way to land Terry Bogard in top 8.
Dude, according to Ryan Hart, he says that Goichi told him that he has not lost a set in casuals ever.
Oh, wow.
It's an insane stat. Like, you got to think about the repercussions of what he just said. You know what I mean? So that guy, will look out for him tomorrow.
All right, let's move on to Group D. Our final.
Wait, Dark Angel hasn't lost any casuals?
Group stages, and again, some big performances.
Is that what he was saying, or is he saying Goichi hasn't lost any?
With the support of Falcons, the first Falcons player to make it into that top 8 finals, and it was RB who was able to scramble his way out in that second qualification place, defeating Puko in emphatic fashion. We'll be sad to see that Gato go, but RB marches on into the finals. What do you think about these two players?
So it's interesting, right? We talk about these brackets kind of lining up how we expected them. I don't think any of us expected Mok to get out on the winner's side of this bracket.
Yeah, this is the one that was a toss-up for us. We knew Mok, RB we knew they were going to do well. We assumed RB was probably going to make it out in winners, but he still made it out. Made it out in losers, and Mok edged out on the winner's side.
Yeah, Moke, of course, I think the most improved player in the most recent weeks. He's traveled literally every single qualifying event that he could. The only ones he didn't was because they were happening at simultaneous times. So the guy obviously has improved so much over the past couple weeks.
Definitely benefiting from the organizational support of Falcons. Those players have been ever present on the road to EWC, and 3 of them making it into the finals. That's a huge performance from that organization. It's time to pick our Sony MVP of the day, and it was a very short discussion between us, wasn't it, as to who that MVP was. They had the worst performance, I think, on day 1, the worst score differential, but our Sony MVP making it into the finals and getting revenge is Dark Angel. Guys, Navi's Dark Angel taking that MVP, well deserved, wasn't it?
Very well deserved. He lost yesterday to Pumko. And what did he do today?
I don't
Oh,
know.
he
what
lost to
did. I don't know
Finbridge
if it was a
yesterday.
mindset switch.
Not
I don't know if
Finbridge.
it was just laughing. I don't know if
EWC.
he had to look in the mirror, look at himself and says, "You are him. You need to come out flying." Because whatever he did, the switch up in demeanor was ridiculous.
There was no flying. You said earlier, them wings got clipped. He clipped some wings.
He's clipping some wings.
It does certainly feel like there was a big mindset shift. I mean, the way that he was committing to his reads,
Why does
he
it
was
say
playing
unfollow?
so confidently. I mean, look at that. You have to have confidence to use those supers the way that he was doing in those sets.
I'll talk about confidence. Look at this. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Power Geyser winning 3 rounds consecutively. Different ways of Power Geyser showing you the versatility of the tool set. And another DP. I mean, he's got those in spades. And that was, man, really, I am so proud of this kid. He is the MVP. He is here doing it by himself. Dark Angel, look out for him tomorrow.
Such a huge statement, turning around a 3-0 defeat to Kindevu in the opening rounds, day 1. 3-1 was the score to book his place for Navi in the finals tomorrow. And it is almost time to crown.
Here, did you make the your account?
For the first time in
Oh, okay.
February,
Oh, okay. You're saying okay.
We'll be back tomorrow, commencing at 8 p.m. local time here, and look at that for a match number 1. All eyes, the name in everyone's mouth, the GOAT, Zhao Hai, goes up against RB, a man who is backed by his community, and he is living up to that support here. A one-man band, not representing one of these huge organizations. Can he take
Wait, so there's no losers bracket right now? This like reset the top 8? That's kind of cool.
What a huge test that will be for Dark Angel tomorrow. Fenrich, one of the most informed players.
Hey man, this would be great to see because Fenrich beat me in tournament, so
It's going to be Goichi and ET.
I'm the only other Terry.
We've got Legacy, we've got Legend alongside a man who is renowned across so many different titles. Is Goichi's versatility and his malleability, flexible style, his incredible defense gonna hold up against ET's incredible, I guess, experience in this world? We'll find out. And then last of all, Moke, who was the first name for Falcons to make it into this top 8, going up against XYZZY, and that's going to be bittersweet in the arena as the Falcons faithful will be split down the middle in a potential team kill. Remember, it is single elimination as well. It is best of 9 though, so the best player will definitely win. Guys, which matches are we looking to the most tomorrow?
Personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Fenrich versus Dark Angel match. I think that the way that Dark Angel picked apart Kindevu and really pressed the right buttons at the exact right times was so like masterful to watch. I want to see him try to do it again against Fenrich.
For me, I like a good underdog story, right? And I think ET versus Goichi has a chance to be one of the biggest upsets. You just mentioned Goichi has not dropped the game in casuals, obviously, since Combo Breaker, right?
Which means like long sets, right? So,
and it's a long set, more time for a player like ET. I mean, ET's been playing KOF, right? Long sets, more characters. If he adapts and figure things out, that's going to throw a huge monkey wrench into the predictions.
So that's my go-to match as well. I kind of wanted to say Xiao Hai RB, but given that it's it's first 5, that gives Xiao Hai a big advantage to learn, figure him out. I want to see what Fenrich has got. I think he can pull it off.
I'm very excited to see some of these match-ins, these pairings here that are seeing players that have made their names in other titles, in other companies' games, that have come in and really performed, going up against legends, guys that have multiple titles in SNK games. That's the beauty of Fatal Fury City of the Wars. It's bringing the world's best together. We have multiple title holders, and of course, tomorrow we could do something that's never been seen before. We could crown a champion in 2 titles. That's never been seen at the Esports World Cup. Of course, it's never been seen a player qualifying for 2 titles, but Xiao Hai's already done that. He won Street Fighter 6 last year. Can he win and become the first ever Fatal Fury City of the Wolves champion? We'll find out tomorrow. We'll be back here for the pre-show at 7:30 local time. But we'll leave you on this from Kadia, our top plays of the day. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you right here again tomorrow for the Esports World Cup, Fatal Fury City of the Wars, the culmination of all of this incredible competition. Thanks to Kadia, here's our top plays.
This production is top tier. Again, if you still want to hang out, I'm finishing the rest of the stream kick, so go ahead, follow me. I will post the link again. Cannot wait to watch that match. I just pulled it up too. I'm gonna go off stream real quick and go back live. But see y'all. Chat, don't be weird. Act like you didn't hear what I said.